overall, this entire experience for me kind of starts, before I left for spring break, from school, when they sent us home and stuff like that. I'm still at Morehouse and I'm about to be a senior this year. So a lot of that experience started for me when they said, you guys got to get home and that y'all got to get moved out by a certain time. And preparing for that trip and trying to get my car ready and that having to deal with those types of troubles and things like that. And then kind of just barely making it back to Philly in the nick of time. It was like a movie for me. And then it was just like, after going through that long road trip and having to deal with all of the necessity, all of the things I had to do preparing for that and all of that stuff, like in the mental strain of just kind of getting removed from school. It really kind of weighed really heavily on me. I was at a really fragile point up there, really kind of dealing with the stress of balancing, school and then this new thing, music, that has always been my passion, but something that I'm just starting to further indulge in. And so, those types of things, I was battling with that type of stuff. So this kind of just dropped a really big stressor on my shoulders. So when I finally got home, to Philly, and got home with my family and, we, had to start doing the quarantine thing and being in the house and taking the precautions and, limiting our outings to, outings that were only necessary and things like that. And, kind of dealing with that real intense, family building with my family, and just getting that time to reflect on my own actions and my thoughts and my feelings and my values and my beliefs. It has just definitely been a period in time for us to develop and grow as a family all together. And for me to just reflect a lot on the things that have happened in the last few years and to kind of look forward and plan for the things that are happening for the next few years. As far as like the project and all of that is concerned, I initially planned to do the project completely different. I was supposed to be finishing the semester. Me and the band was supposed to get together and, kind of do some live sessions and stuff like that. And then, work on some ideas. So when I got sent home, I kind of started from square one. And that was another thing to kind of deal with. But see, the blessing of it was that, I didn't really have to deal with balancing social life at school anymore. I really just had the classes and then the free time to work on other things and reflect on other things. So I started writing and listening to tracks. And I started to craft the project again. And, so for me, it's been a blessing and a curse, I'd say. I got a chance to definitely do some really intense growth and reflection and build some really strong dynamics with my family and reconnect. And, leaving, out at school for 9 months out the year, I don't really see them. I'm not really involved in the day-to-day as much anymore. So just rebuilding and reconnecting and strengthening that in that way. But also, I miss my friends, man. I miss school. I want homecoming, I want all of that stuff. Like I want to be hanging out with my peoples and stuff like that. My best friend had a daughter last year and he asked me to be the godfather. So, I want to interact with her and start to kind of build my relationship with them and help them create with their family and, strengthen that. And then, I want to be able to see my sisters go and do the things that they want to do and all of those, like, have the time to sit back and reflect and enjoy those things and not be so, worried and stressed out and overwhelmed. So definitely like a blessing and a curse.